In our last encounter, we left our artificer immersed in ancient archives, his gaze ignited by pages of unfamiliar text. A moniker, scribed into the chronicles of time, had ensnared his curiosity, a moniker that would steer him down a course as perilous as it was captivating. Yet, in his pursuit of wisdom, the artificer stumbled upon a snare. The puppeteers of power, the custodians of the enigmas he yearned for, ambushed him. Thus, our gallant hero found himself restrained within the icy, rigid confines of a dungeon. Initially, sentinels patrolled his confinement, and the artificer was given a scant portion of sustenance. Subsequently, the sentinels vanished, and the sustenance ceased. The only nourishment was water, trickling from the stony roof of his cell. Starvation gnawed at him, and his vigor ebbed. With none to heed his cries for assistance, it appeared the artificer's destiny was sealed. Yet, in the abyss of despair, the psyche can conjure illusions. The artificer started to witness apparitions, hallucinations of an entity from a cosmos far detached from his own, a cosmos peculiar and extraterrestrial, yet ominously familiar. Each time he roused from these lucid dreams, the entity faded, leaving him solitary once again in his grim existence. Then, one daybreak, the artificer awoke to find his bindings shattered. His cell, once an occluding cage, now lay open. There were traces of a visitor, someone who had stealthily infiltrated his cell during one of his hallucinations. But who could it be? And where had they vanished to? Stumbling out of his cell, the artificer discovered the facility eerily abandoned. Not a soul in sight, only the reverberation of his strides to accompany him. Could it be that his enigmatic liberator had paved the way for him? As he ventured outside, the artificer eventually crossed paths with a congregation of cryptic figures shrouded in obscurity. They introduced themselves as the Riddances. Weakened and teetering on the edge of collapse, the artificer had no alternative but to accept their aid. As they escorted him into their conveyance, his eyes fluttered closed, surrendering to the sweet oblivion of unconsciousness. But what awaits our artificer? Who are these Riddances, and what do they desire from him? And who was the enigmatic entity that visited him in his cell? Join us next time as we untangle the strands of this cryptic narrative and delve deeper into the artificer's fate. Until then, remember, every tale harbors a secret, and every secret, a tale.